Good morning friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss how to pass an array as a parameter to the function in detail, and with also an example I will discuss this concept. So I request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. Already you know what is an array. Array is a collection of elements. Suppose let's take that I have an integer array called A with 5 elements. Now you will have a continuous memory locations, and in this continuous memory locations you will have the 5 integer constants, and the array index will start from 0 and it will go up to size minus 1. Here the size is 5, so the array index will be maximum index will be 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it consists of some 5 elements. So let's take that 10 is there, 20 is there, 30 is there, 40 is there, 50 is there. Now here you can talk two things. One is that you can pass this entire array as a parameter to the function, or you can pass the sum of the elements in this array as a parameter to this function. First I will discuss the how to pass the sum of the elements in the array as a parameters to the function. Okay, now in that case what you can do, this is suppose let's take that I want to pass the values of a of 2 and a of 3. Okay, these two elements from this array a, I want to pass it as a parameters to the function. Then these two are integers, so then it will be similar to, let's take that coming to the function declaration, you will have the return type. Let's take that you have a return type as int. Okay, and you have a function called sum, and it has two parameters, and these two parameters, because you want to take the integer values, here it is an integer array, so you need to write the data types as int comma int. This is the function declaration of the function called sum. The return type you are specifying as int. I want to find the sum of these two elements, and that value I want to return. So sum of these elements again will be an integer, so I want to pass the integer constant as a return type, so I'm specifying the return type as int, and the name of the function I'm specifying as sum, and I want to take the two parameters and they are integers, so I'm specifying the arguments as int comma int. Okay, so now coming to the function definition, and first before discussing about the function definition, let me discuss how to call the function. Okay, so the function calling will be sum of, means the name of the function, and you want to pass the values a of 2 comma a of 3. Like this you can specify. Is it clear? The a of 2 will be the value 30 and a of 3 is having the value 40. Those values you are passing it as a parameters to this function called sum. Now what is the function definition will looks like? The function definition will have the return type as int and the name of the function as sum. Okay, and then there are two integer values, so let's take that int a comma int b. Okay, then you want to perform the sum, so let's take that int res is equal to a plus b you can do, and you can return the result. This is the function definition of the function called sum. Look at it how it is happening. This is the function declaration or prototype, and this is the function calling. Okay, and the function calling you are returning the integer, so you should store it in some integer constant. Let's take that int c is equal to. Okay, now sum of a of 2 and a of 3. What is the value is there in the index location 2 of an array a? Value 30 is there, so 30, and a of 3 is 40. Those two values you are passing it as a parameter, so these two we will call it as actual parameters. So once the function calling is happening, it will go to the function definition or the called function. Okay, now you have the variables a and b. So in the variable a you will assign a value called 30, and in the variable b you will get the value 40. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? And then you are computing a plus b, which is equal to 30 plus 40 70. That value you are assigned to the variable called result. Okay, and then you are returning the result value. So this C will get the value called 70. So this is the way you can pass the sum of the elements in the array as in parameters to the function. Okay, now let me discuss how to pass the entire array. Okay, I want to pass the entire array. Then you need to specify the data type or the return data type. Here I want to use the return type called integer, so I'm specifying the return type as int and the name of the function, and then you need to specify array name, and you have to specify this one. If it is an integer array, you need to specify int array name, and the subscript you have to mention, and the size you need to specify here. This is the function declaration if you want to pass a one-dimensional array as a parameter to the function. Later I will discuss how to pass the two-dimensional array as a parameter to the function. Here I am discussing one-dimensional array. The name of the array is A, and whose have data type called int. Okay, and then it has the size of this one. This is the function declaration. Now in the function calling, you need to specify the name of the function, and you are passing the array name as a parameter here. Okay, and you are passing the size. Okay, and then in the function definition, the function definition should match with the return type of the function declaration and the name of the function, and then here you can specify int array name. You can use the same array name or you can use another name also, no problem, and you are taking the size. You can write like this. See, the name of the actual parameters and formal parameters need not to be different. They can be same also. Please note down this point. The names of the actual parameters and formal parameters may be same or may not be same also. It is not compulsory that always they should be different. Okay, are you able to understand? So this is the function definition. Okay, now I hope you have understood how to declare a function where the array is passing as a parameter. Okay, and function calling and the function definition. I will discuss this concept with an example how to find the smallest element in an array. Okay, so I request everyone to watch the complete program. You know how to find the smallest element in an array. Okay, you can use the loops and you can find it. Okay, even I have discussed how to find the second largest element in an array also. Now I want to write a C program to find the smallest element in an array using functions. Okay, now I need to write hash include stdio.h. Okay, now I don't want to return any value. Okay, my function does not want to return any value. Then what I need to specify here? Void, and the name of the function I am telling it as find underscore minimum. Okay, let's make this one as small. Okay, and then I want to pass the array and I want to pass the size. Okay, here you can write int also, or you can write int size. Both are okay, no problem. Okay, this is your function prototype or function declaration. Now let me write the main function. I'm writing void main. Okay, is it clear? Now I want to do the same thing, like you need to declare an array, you need to ask the user to enter the size, and you need to ask the enter array elements. All these things you have to do here. So let me take int a of 100 and size. Okay, is it clear? And I need to take a variable I. First I need to ask the user to enter the array size. Printf enter the array size. Okay, and I will use the \n and then scanf %d ampersand size. Okay, I got the size. Now I need to ask the user to enter the array elements. Enter the array elements. Once the user has entered the array elements, I need to store them in the corresponding index. So for I is equal to 0, why I am starting the initialization equal to 0? Because always the array index will start from the value 0, and I less than size I plus plus, then scanf percentage d, okay, ampersand a of I. Okay, so I have read all the values and from the user and store it in the array called a. Okay, now I need to call the function. Okay, find the score minimum, the name of the array you need to specify here a, and what is the size you want. Okay, that size also you need to pass, and I'm writing the get ch here, and I am closing the main function. Now I need to write the exact logic of how to find the minimum element in the array in the function called find min. Okay, so that logic I will write it in the function definition. Okay, let me erase this one. Okay, so what is the return type here? Void. So I need to specify the return type should be same in the function declaration, and the name of the function should also match in all the three places. In the declaration and the calling and the definition also the name should be same. Is it clear? Find underscore min, find underscore min, and find underscore min. Okay, and it is taking array and int size, let me take. Okay, now I will write the actual logic here. Now I got the array, entire elements I will get, and I got the size of the array. Now I need to find the minimum element. Okay, so I will write int min. Okay, and I will assign with the value a of 0. The same logic I will apply. How I found the maximum element in an array? First I will think that the smallest element is there in the first location, means in the 0th index. Then I will do the comparison. So I will start for I is equal to 1, I less than size, I plus plus. Okay, if min is greater than a of I, okay, is it clear? Then minimum is equal to, okay, a of I. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? And close this one and close the loop. Okay, are you able to understand? Then you need to display the minimum element. So printf percentage the minimum element is percentage d min, and then you are closing the function. Okay, so this is a program to find the smallest element in the array using functions. Let me discuss with an example so that you will understand. First I am taking the variable size and a of 100 and I. Okay, now first I ask the user to enter the size. Let's take that user has entered the size as 3. Okay, let me write here size user has entered as 3. Now I asked the user to enter the elements. How many elements he has to enter? 3 elements. Let's take that he has entered 10, like 2, 3. These are the elements he has entered. Okay, so the array, the first 3 elements, 100 elements will be there, but remaining elements, 97 elements will be zeros, because you have declared an array of 100, but you are storing only first 3 elements. The remaining elements will be 0. So I am focusing on the first 3 elements. 10, 2, 3, remaining all are zeros will be there. Here the index will be 0, 1 and 2. Remaining thing I am not considering right now. Okay, is it clear? So I am passing the array and the size to this function. So it will come to here. Now min is equal to a of 0. What is the a of 0? 10. So currently the minimum variable is having the value called 10. Now for I is equal to 1, I less than size. This is the initialization. Okay, Here you need to write int I, that is very important. Okay, because this I is a local variable for the main function. Again, if you want to use the variable I, you need to declare in the function called find underscore min. Okay, is it clear? I less than size, so I value is currently 1 is less than, what is the size value? 3. This condition is true. If this condition is true, you need to execute the statements which are there in the for loop. What is the statement is there? If condition. If this condition is true, you will execute this statement. If this condition is fail, you will go to the increment. Okay, now look at what is the minimum value right now? 10. What is the condition? 10 is greater than a of I. 2. Now check it. A of I. What is A of I? A of 1. In A of 1 location, value 2 is there. So 10 is greater than 2. Whether the condition is true or false? The condition is true. If this condition is true, what you need to do? Minimum is equal to A of I. A of I means I value is 2. Sorry, I value is 1. So A of 1. Is it clear? A of 1 is equal to 2. Min is equal to 2. You are to assign 2 value to the variable called min. Okay, then you will go to the update section and you will increment the I value. I value will become 2. Okay, is it clear? Now look at the condition again. I less than size. What is the I value? 2. 2 is less than size, which is 3. Again the condition is true. If this condition is true, again you can have to execute these statements. Again, min is greater than A of I or not, you need to look at what is the minimum value? 2. Okay, greater than A of I. A of 2 is what? 3. Now look at this condition, whether this condition is true. This condition is false. If this condition is false, it will not execute this statement and it will directly go to the update section of I. So the I value will be updated and it will become 3. Now look at this condition. I less than size or not, we need to look at it. What is the I value currently? 3. 3 is less than size is 3. Now 3 is equal to 3. 3 is not less than 3. So this condition is fail. If this condition is fail, you will come out from the for loop. Okay, are you able to understand? If you come out from the for loop, after the statement, what is there? The minimum is percentage d. What is the value is there? 2. That value will be printed as an output. So I hope you have understood how to pass in some of the elements in an array and the entire array as an arguments to the function and also this program. If you still have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.